Good afternoon and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Coco, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Coco's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we give her while we're working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a slight tug and let go on that training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Coco has been fitted with her own personal training collar, and we will show you how to properly put that on and use it during your one-on-one lesson. As you see, Coco is sitting very nicely on Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience takes place. The first exercise that they're going to go ahead and demonstrate for you is heeling, and heeling is proper walking on a leash. Fred and Coco are going to take off doing that now, and the command is Coco heel. Coco has been trained to walk very nicely at your left hand side at about your left heel position, being sure not to pull ahead or lag behind, but again, she should be walking at your pace. Also incorporated into our heeling exercise is the automatic sit, which you'll see occur right there, and this occurs anytime that you stop your feet. Coco should sit nicely right there again at your left heel position, and she should remain seated in that position until you give her another command. Now the next command they're going to demonstrate for you is the stay command, and the stay command is a hand and voice command. You're going to use the open flat of your left palm an inch or so in front of Coco's muzzle in the one-word command to stay. You then walk out to the end of your training leash, and Coco should remain seated in this position throughout the entire command until you return back to heel position. Now this is a great exercise to help build up her self-control skills, so you want to make sure that you practice this command frequently throughout your day during your daily chores, maybe cooking dinner, folding clothes, washing dishes, and slowly start at a low time increment and slowly increase it to a higher increment. Now Fred walked all the way around her, behind her as an added distraction, returning back to her in heel position. She remains seated throughout that entire command. Great job. And they're going to demonstrate the heel sit and stay again.
Stay.
Now Fred leaves her in another sit stay and walks out to the end of the training leash. Now this time, instead of returning back to Coco into heel position, he's going to call Coco in using the come command. You call her in using her name. She should come in and sit nicely. And then we have her return to heel position by heeling around the back of you. Back to your left hand side. Good job. She should sit nicely waiting for her next command. And they're going to demonstrate that again.
Stay.
Release her in a sit stay out to the end of the leash. Call her in using her name in a happy tone. Good job. She should come in. She should sit. Good job. And then return her to heel position, heeling her around the back of you. Back to your left hand side. Make sure she sits. Good job. Very nice.
Coco.
And they're just going to set up and heel into the next command for us. Now we're going to demonstrate our down commands. The first is down from a heel position. You're going again to use the open flat of your left palm, at this time straight down towards the ground, and the one-word firm command to down. Good job. Then give the stay command and walk out to the end of your leash. Same as the sit stay. Again, another great command to help develop those self-control and maturity skills. So practice this one often as well. And this is a great time to remind you that you should be practicing all of your commands every day in a formal 15 to 20 minute session. Keeps the dogs fresh and on top of their commands, and it's a great mental exercise for them. They really enjoy doing it. Okay, we're going to demonstrate that down command again. Open flat of your palm, straight down towards the ground. Down command. Give the stay command out to the end of your leash. Now this time they're going to demonstrate that the come command from the down position this time. Sorry about that. She gets up, comes in, sits nicely. Good job. We have one last command to demonstrate for you, and that's our down from a distance. We're going to give Fred and Coco a second there to set up for that.
Stay.
So for this, you're going to leave her in a sit stay, walk out to the end of the leash. From the end of the leash, you're going to give that down command again. Good job. Fred returns back to her. She remains laying the whole time. Perfect job. We've demonstrated for you today all the obedience commands that Coco has learned here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Coco, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.